artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot.
Okay.
Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly
His name Durk Banks? I never knew that.
to flee the country, and at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, aka Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Durk may be sitting for a little minute. Bro, when the feds is on you, hey, do y'all research.
And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently.
Oh yeah, bro. And there was a lot of people asking me like, do I have hair and shit, bro? Yes, I have hair, nigga. Y'all want to see so bad? You know what I mean? Yes, a young nigga have hair, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just keep my scully on. Cause what's the point of having it out if you at home chilling? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I have hair.
Collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using.
Oh, what the hell wrong with this nigga, dog? So, you put a hit out, you sent your hitmans to go try to kill Quando Rondo using your credit card. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is associated to the OTF. And you didn't think you was gonna get caught? You didn't think you was gonna get caught. Oh my God.
Provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured car.
Oh my God. Cause you gotta think about it, bro. Quando, he ain't got no beef out there in where they say you in Cali. He ain't got no beef with no niggas out there, bro. So it's quite obvious, bro. Durk gonna be sitting down
ski
for a
masks,
minute.
and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell, but part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take a moment to thank Upside for sponsoring this story. If you're wondering what's Upside, well, it's a free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, LC News for an extra
I don't wanna hear
25
that
cents back
shit.
on your first gallon of gas. According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other
So he sent the hit out and tried to get on a flight and leave the country so he could make it seem like he ain't had nothing to do with it, bro. You use your card with your information on it connecting to the shooting. Like, all of this is gonna add up, bro. All of this is gonna add up. Okay? They see you booked the flight at this time. They seen when the shooting happened. They seen after the shooting happened on the people catching the flights trying to go back to Chicago. All of this is gonna fall on to you, bro. You're the head honcho of all of this, bro. The feds, they not slow. You know what I'm saying? They not slow.
Are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today. You know, Lil Durk is a really popular rapper, but what's your reaction to his arrest and his alleged connection to this murder for hire plot of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo?
Well, you know, it's a very interesting case. I've been following it for some time now, but it's
We're teenagers, but what are your
Nice try, buddy.
What are your thoughts on just how young some of these defendants are when they're kind of coming up, like you had just mentioned, wanting this American dream, but then at the same time having this kind of tie to the street culture where maybe they don't see the actual consequences of what could happen. Either they go to jail or they may end up dead on the street. What are your thoughts on just that whole layer and aspect of it?
Y'all watch this. I'm gonna be back.
Well, you know, I think one of the things that weighs heavily on the influence is the fact that, you know, a guy that you may have grown up with, seen around the neighborhood, now he has his lucrative rap contract and is driving, you know, foreign cars and living in expensive houses and traveling, you know, all across the country. They almost become larger than life. And so when you have a young individual that maybe hasn't had the best role models in life, you know, what they're able to see this individual achieve is going to be larger than any kind of verbal warning that someone can tell them. They're going to take their word as being, you know, good. You know, if I can carry out what is being asked of me, then maybe I can live this lifestyle as well. And I think that reality weighs heavier than any consequence that you can think of.
And as someone who is a detective who works with street gangs, kind of what are you hearing from the inside that you'd be willing to talk about on camera as far as, maybe just what the motivation is to kind of continue to be a part of this lifestyle?
All right, I'm back, folks.
Well,
I
obviously
got a little bit left.
what everyone is doing right now across social media as well as the streets and within the street culture is they're kind of unpacking this indictment. They're trying to breaking it down line by line, trying to piece things together, figure out if there is an informant, also figuring out if this was something that was carried out on behalf of King Von, and just connecting the dots on, their from levels. But I think that what factors into that is the theory that nobody plans to get caught.
All right, bro. Moral of the story: Lil Durk is cooked. He gonna be sitting there doing some time until he can prove he's, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, bro, you fucked at this point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about it, bro. Let me swallow my food first. Hold on. Hold on, folks. I want to tell y'all, bro, I appreciate y'all so much, bro. Y'all been showing hella love to the channel. We literally just hit 500 subs like 2 weeks ago or something, I believe. And we almost already at 600, bro. So, I love y'all. We on the road to 1K, bro. And yeah, we gonna get there soon, bro. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. No cap.